having not seen you guys' reaction, not a positive one.
How did you not see her there the whole time?
Not a positive one. Not for me.
Not overwhelmingly negative, but it just sort of like limp.
I thought it was awful.
You don't even know what it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, worst of volume 9.
Yeah.
I do. I watched the episode. I was shocked at how quickly it nosedived.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of it either. I didn't hate it, but this episode more than the past few, like, the cracks are really starting to show in the writing, mostly in regards to theme.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hold off exactly what I mean because I want to see if this episode nails the landing.
I felt like I was on drugs, like at the first 5 minutes. Like, what was happening? Why did no one give a shit that Ruby Minecrafted herself?
Yeah, that was so jarring.
That was unsettling.
Yeah.
Seeing Yang smile, and everyone was like, "Oh, Jaune, it's okay."
Yeah, it's so weird.
Guys, Ruby.
What the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Guys?
I feel like you could have done that better, like, if we had shown them, like, at the tree, coming out of their little hidey holes or whatever the fuck.
And then we have, like, this very weird transition towards the tree. I have no words.
Although we can all agree the genial gems are dope. It's not their fault that it was bad. It was the circumstances around them.
No, the genial gems are the problem.
Yeah, they're precious gems that did no wrong.
I lost all respect for Yang, Ruby, and for Yang, Blake, and Weiss, and kinda Jaune. What the fuck?
I've kind of been trying to give the benefit of the doubt towards them in regards of, well, there's a lot going on, so they're not always having to check in on Ruby, but wow, they were
I'm gonna say this, like, I actually, like, I'm the last person to defend him, but Jaune, I actually have more respect than the rest of Team RWBY, because he at least seemed to be having a moderately, like, an actual reaction.
Yeah.
Like, he was panicking while on the back of Juniper.
Yeah.
And then, like, he was having, like, the come to God moment when he saw the genial gems. It's like,
really.
Jaune made sense. Everyone else did not.
I feel like we skipped a scene where, like, they're crying their eyes out, and then they realize that, wait, there's still time to save her. She's just at the tree. Where the fuck was that scene?
Yeah.
Like, because they just start the episode with, "We're coming to get you, Ruby."
Yeah, they forgot.
Get the chainsaw!
Rip those branches off of the wooden Ruby.
I felt like I was going mad watching it.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
This volume's actually been pretty decent with explanations. The explanation regarding Alex, I didn't get behind it. Because, like, we've had all these fun theories of Alex turned into the mouse, or, you know, Alex went through, or who can't. No, the cat just killed her.
We still might get a closure on Alex turning into something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 running theories on what Alex turned into are obviously Little, the blacksmith, or Juniper.
Wait, no, didn't Jaune already have Juniper when he was with...
No.
He says that Juniper found him.
When Alex left me to die, Juniper found help. Brought me to the paper pleasers.
Which, in fairness, like, you could presume that he knew Juniper before based on that wording, or you could presume that he didn't. Like, it could go either way.
Yeah, I don't know. There was just something about that explanation that bothered me. It seemed too simple.
The last episode seems very curt. Very curt.
Like Kurt Russell?
Yeah, no, because Kurt Russell's awesome.
I wish we were watching something like Kurt Russell.
I was trying to drag it into an Alex Kurtzman area. Sounds very curt.
Yeah, it just feels like, okay, this plot point's done. Like, it feels like they're just, like, kind of dropping it on us, and I am really worried about the direction they are taking with Ascension and the theming around it. We can get to that after this reaction.
I want to see if they stick the landing.
I'm so anxious now, because I was championing this entire season. Like, man, this is, like, really fun and great and good.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
We all were.
Yeah.
And it's just nosedived so quickly.
We were all this volume's, like, biggest champions, really.
Yeah.
Like, us, the critical side. We were the ones who were like, yeah, this volume's awesome. And then episode 9 comes, and then we remember, oh, wait, we're still watching
But did you love my tweet, though, with the, for once in our lives, we all, reacted the same exact way?
We all had the same reaction. Yeah.
Yes, of course I did. Of course I did, yeah.
Yeah, very true.
To be fair, though, like, I was having issues in episode 8.
Yeah, there were things about episode 8 that were, well...
Yeah.
But episode 8 as a whole was still... I still think was a good episode.
Mostly Clover being there.
Yeah.
Lionheart.
Also, in the thing, the silhouettes, there are 9 silhouettes behind Neo, and there were only 6 people there, so...
7. 7 Torchwick.
We all know RWBY can't count.
Yeah, it was 7 for Torchwick, and then I figured, because I was going to bring it up, but I also thought about it, the other 2 are her parents.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Neo's parents?
All right.
It makes sense. They appear in the photos, they just don't appear as models.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we get the show on the road?
Yes, let's do this.
Anyway, let's get this over.
Yeah.
All right, 00. Now,
00.
ready.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
And I'm gonna sing full lyrics to see how this is lined up. Let's go.
Well, they have it. Well, they have the opening. They will. Okay, good.
I will say this opening has grown on me. I do like
that
it
would be a
lot.
double challenge for you if they didn't have the the intro.
This opening is really growing on me.
Oh, well, they have it. Oh, okay, there it goes. Okay. I'm actually gonna, mute here so you guys don't hear me at all. I'm gonna belt it out. Let's go.
It has grown a little bit on me, too.
Not my favorite.
Still? Okay.
I feel like Fatman wakes up every day and says, not my favorite.
Batman wakes up every day and says, I choose violence.
It's true, though. Every day I wake up. It's a Marriage Story meme.
God, I'm so sick of all this society.
Vengeance is a riptide.
Kind of wish the king was more involved in the actual plot.
Yeah, I guess I recall that all the characters are going to show up at the end again. Didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Also, can I say, the more I've reflected on it, the more I wish that Alex's silhouette was like a pure black silhouette. Like they just they didn't have any color or detail. It was literally just a like back in Volume 1 black silhouettes. Like I would prefer that.
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of weird that she has a semi-opacity filter over her. It's weird.
That would feel like a callback to Volume 1.
Gotcha.
All right, now get up too fast.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, good.
All right.
Also, everybody, make sure to subscribe to Raymond and Dashy's channel. Even though this is the last episode. Yeah, subscribe to Tom, too.
Yeah.
We're all awesome anyway.
If there's an episode 11, it'll be on Tom's channel.
I just for the reviews will.
Yes.
Summer.
Oh yeah, so it's summer.
Oh yeah, best mom with the choker outfit.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed we were denied Alexis Tipton summer, but Morgan Laura is still a good choice.
Just the way you are.
Who is?
This is when she's leaving, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
The day before she leaves, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how small is RWBY in this? She's supposed to be 2.
Wait, are we finally getting Stark lore in the last episode of Volume 9?
Nah, no Stark lore.
Oh god, are we gonna learn that?
You know how Ozpin gets.
Oh, he looks young.
Mystery.
And
Look at that chest.
Little B.
I always prefer discretion.
When his cleavage is larger than hers, yep.
Face.
I know.
Boo.
Aaron is just having a good day.
Well, by RWBY's rules, they're not in a relationship. You can tell.
Right, no tongue. No tongue.
No tongue, no relationship.
Oh god, not you again.
Well, hey, we got to see Raven, though. All right.
Summer Rose telling lies. First time for everything.
Nice.
And,
What?
what about you're just going to leave them? You're one to talk.
Yeah, you did. I wonder if she's the maiden yet.
That's a good question. Oh wait, who are you going to? I'm curious.
Yeah, he's seriously.
Oof.
Wait, Raven was with her on her last mission?
She's going somewhere else.
Oh.
She lied.
Maybe you're not the only one who has felt the weight of others' expectations.
You learned that your mother fought Salem and you...
With backup?
Wait, Raven was with her? Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck this thing.
Ooh.
You gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
That I shouldn't even try? Is that the big lesson I'm supposed to learn?
Yes.
Oh man, this music's simple, but it's nice.
Never try, never fail.
Seriously, I don't know.
What?
Oh god, don't revert to young Jaune.
You couldn't save me.
Oh.
Couldn't save a lot of
What happened to Jaune?
He got thrown off
fired.
The tree.
He got treed? Okay.
Yeah.
What? Just
the... Oh, no, the fire... I think the leaves are on fire, so he's all...
Oh, okay, so that's the...
They're cooking that stuff.
Oh no, Blake, you actually have to do something now. What did that accomplish?
What did that...
It accomplished that.
Oh,
clearly.
right, this old trick.
Oh, call back to Volume 2. That was not as impressive as Volume 2's.
No.
What the...
Tree.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, because the smoke. Juniper.
Taking a page out of the cat.
Get Neo high.
Damn. Uh-huh.
I wonder if this is a good use of Neo's captor.
Yeah, but what about... Yeah, what about Neo?
Well, it's not the case for Neo.
Mm-hmm. The music!
Oh my god, there is actually Cinder, thank you!
Oh, these feelings.
What? Okay. I mean, sure, I guess.
She has her purpose back.
I don't know about that.
How, though?
Yeah, how does that
Is he going to be big and evil?
Did she remember?
He's going to be big and evil.
Oh, yeah.
Or get reborn like they did when they...
Oh,
shit. No!
Mega furry.
All right.
Mega furry cat.
Who logged on the
That's just a Pokemon.
Smash?
Who put Incineroar in this?
That's just a Pokemon at this point. It's just Incineroar.
Cat versus cat. Oh, you ever just pick up a motherfucker and hit her girlfriend with her?
She just picks up a fucking broadsword.
Alright, now which one of these are overly designed?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ouchie.
Oh, Juniper, hey!
There goes the aura.
About time.
Can Jaune heal his own aura back, or is it only another person's?
That's Alex.
I mean, isn't healing aura back like an innate ability of all RWBY characters, theoretically?
Well, hang on. Is it choosing for her? What the f***?
No,
No, that's Crescent Rose. That's Crescent Rose. Just the way you are.
Yeah, I
so
know.
she's gonna like...
Oh my... I can't wield that. That's too big.
Britt, you called it. Britt called it.
Well, yeah, I knew like she'd go for Crescent Rose, but like it just took the other choices away.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe that girl
No,
is
no,
enough.
you called that she wasn't gonna pick anything. She was just gonna choose to not. If this is what it is.
It literally just the last one.
I thought she was going to get a secondary weapon.
Oh, Red Light Rose is playing.
Oh.
Part 3?
Oh, you think?
Maybe. I could see this being a part 3 moment.
I mean...
The music has been baller since... Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's awesome!
Oh, hey! RWBY actually...
I love it!
looks good.
Okay, alright.
Actually looks fire. Let's go.
Well played, animators. Well played.
What do you mean, how?
She knew what she needed to be.
Her f***ing self, Jaune.
That was so cheesy.
She memorized the parry timings.
Here we go, yeah!
There we go, RWBY. Finally.
All right. Well,
That's the longest time I think I've seen RWBY fight with Crescent Rose in a while.
Yeah, really.
Oh, actually, remember she could do that. Yeah.
In the face.
all right.
Oh, hey, a
Fuck
smile.
yeah.
We haven't seen that since the Red trailer.
A tic-tac.
Now the only Kino would be if Neo comes in and helps.
Oh my god, Team RWBY's actually fighting as a team. How often does that happen?
4 times, maybe?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Give me that anime sh**. Yes.
Oh,
All right. Oh.
Nice.
Give me the soccer
Okay,
guy.
alright, I dig it.
Was it good for you too?
What voice is that?
Humans. Weak. Confused. Incomplete.
They beat the shit. I wouldn't call them weak.
So where's Little? Is Little just dead? Little's dead, right?
Little's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
And the show's not over yet, so don't break my heart.
Oh!
Gimme.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. Oh, Crunchy the cat. Nice.
Well, the Jabberwocker was the only thing.
All right.
Okie dokie.
The Jabberwocker was the only thing the cat was ever afraid of.
Bad touch for bad touch.
Yeah. Now, you know, you can kill Neo. Like, don't just leave her there.
So.
Hey, buddy.
So, are you like hallucinating him? Is that the goal here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
It's our mind. Yeah, it is.
Is it involuntary though?
Yeah. I think it might actually be.
I think that's more of the question.
I mean, nowadays, yeah.
Yeah. So wait, so that implies that Neo's illusion Jabberwockers have the Jabberwocker power of making things not respawn.
Oh.
God
damn.
Shoot her.
Bye, bitch.
All right, see you in another 4 years.
Or maybe never. Maybe this is the end of her story.
She's remaking herself like RWBY did?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's ascending.
So we will see her later.
Or maybe
we'll see you later
maybe this
at
is
the
just where
end.
she belongs now. You know?
When you're a good person.
I mean, the door's right there. She could leave whenever she wants.
Yeah, really.
What's wrong?
No, I'm gonna stay too.
I never saw Little. I wish I could say thank you.
Don't worry, like 3, 2, 1, Little.
Made things even worse than he ever had.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
It kind of deleted several people from it at this point.
Well, that was also Neo. So.
I'd like to think that we did at least a little good.
No.
A little good?
What is he, a chicken?
Is it a duck?
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
Oh,
dude, he's medium.
Yeah, look at RWBY.
He's medium.
Look at them.
So cute.
To me, you seem like
Friend.
A guide. A protector. Adorable.
That's too many things.
They explode.
Was that playing like Dormouse? Was that a joke on Dormouse?
No. I think it was just adorable.
It's a true pleasure to meet you. Someone.
Oh, you are bigger than I thought you were.
I have approximate knowledge of several things.
So your name's
Go.
Jack.
Begin the red wall.
You do feel familiar. Like a happy dream I can't remember.
Their voice actor is so good.
Lucy Christian's like a great actress.
But now we gotta say goodbye.
Oh, we gotta say goodbye to Little now.
Oh, so that means Little's not coming with them. Although, damn, Little got
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah, Little's not good. Well, they weren't. They had a chance. If Little was still a mouse, like a tiny one, there's a chance they could have came along, but not like this.
Somewhat.
I am at your service.
Will you look after Juniper? She means the world to me.
No!
She means tomorrow, okay?
They are our natural predator.
Wait, so Jaune's going?
Yeah, Jaune's coming along.
Oh.
And he's still old!
Well, if he stays old, that'd be great.
We're gonna get old Jaune!
That'd be fucking cool. Can you imagine old Jaune with his team, Nora, Red?
I mean, I'd be okay with Jaune being gone.
Can you imagine him getting an actual functional sword again?
Yeah.
He can buy them booze without getting carded!
Oh, Jaune,
Oh, God. They're already... Oh, no, wait. They're... How old are they?
Like
20?
18?
Yeah. All right, look, the White Rose and White Knight shippers are just going to have to live with it.
Fucking say something.
They're going to have to live with it. Wise has both hands. Oh, no,
oh God, no!
The critter thumbnail.
Okay.
Judgmental Critter's thumbnail again.
Yes, Judgmental Critter.
They fall back into it again.
Jaune just face plants.
Yeah, I was fully expecting that. Last time he jumped through one of those portals, he face planted.
Oh, is this like your office?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh.
What's that? What's that?
Oh.
Oh,
and
it's Hawker.
RWBY? Is this the tree?
So you get there by going through the portal and by dying?
Oh no, they're gonna revert Jaune here, aren't they?
Oh no, don't do it.
If they do revert him, I don't want them to take his memories.
I made it.
Well, but he's.
Oh, that's
like,
a huge.
Oh,
Did she
hang
get
on,
bigger?
Hang on.
Or
She's always been pretty big.
not that big?
Yeah, that does look bigger than.
Is the story as he wished it had happened?
Look at that dragon.
She made the gods too.
Gods.
Yes.
Oh.
These brothers were the tree's earliest blossoms.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait,
So the tree was here first, okay.
Oh, we're talking the capital G god.
So the tree.
So the tree is Yggdrasil.
Hold up, let's see what happens.
Basically, yeah. Wow.
Dangerous. The brothers.
Oh, baby gods.
Oh, that's so cute.
Cute.
First, they were given the power to destroy.
He's hangy. Okay, Applejack.
And suddenly we're in My Little Pony or My Little Fauna.
Yeah.
The brothers built homes for them and gave them roles to play.
This is God Kindergarten.
How did Remnant come about? Us.
I don't know.
They wanted to do more.
I wanted to create something of their own.
They began to design their own creations in utmost secrecy.
You wanna play D&D?
Soon they knew, finding the broken parts of the ever after.
And you guys just killed it.
Yeah, that was Neo.
Oh, whoops!
It came out brutal and
Oh.
Okay.
they had disrupted the balance.
Thanks, God.
Balance is an ecosystem.
Dude, it took me forever to carve that.
Dude, my 40k mini.
Dude, you ruined my gunpla.
It only requires love and the patience to see things through to the end.
They just gave them the win button against Salem if the gods ever come back.
Good point.
Tree built them a special doorway to a greater beyond.
This is.
So. Okay.
Get the hell out of here.
Don't want to say it because Dashy's here.
The five of you have had a greater impact than you know,
Actually, more that one that didn't come with us.
just like others would have.
Little was literally the only thing that they got right.
You've made a hero, a sentient person now.
As Tom says, a simple soul.
One act of dishonesty caused an unfortunate change.
Wow. Okay.
And there was nobody to send them back to the tree for repair. And become something new.
Oh, we're gonna get a teaser?
How do you have this?
Well, about that.
I swear to God.
Don't do it.
If he's.
Don't.
If he
God!
gets.
God!
The
No!
bananas are back.
Wait. As long as he's still... Is he still...
You had to give a haircut
He
back?
still has gray streaks.
Season ruined.
Yeah.
You literally said as long as he has his memories. And I think
Yeah,
he does.
have his
True,
memories.
but like it would have been way
I'm being
cooler.
hyperbolic.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not happy about the banana hair, alright?
Yeah, that's...
It's absolutely the heck.
I mean, none of us are, let's be real. But hey.
You haven't fixed anything.
Not where when you need it most? How about the minute you left?
So this is a when. So
What? No, not the minute they. How about like
no, they're going back to summer.
12 billion years ago,
Yeah.
so they could save Ozma with the magic of modern medicine,
or just kill them both.
Yeah, kill Salem before she causes problems.
Oh, we're in Vacuo.
Oh, the music. Okay, we're...
Whoa.
Oh, Amity.
What is that? Is that early?
What?
Wait, what is that? Vacuo?
Yeah, this is Vacuo.
It's Vacuo.
Yes.
We're in Vacuo.
Is that Amity?
This is
that
and
Amity?
that's Amity. Yeah, that's Amity Coliseum over
Wait, they
there.
got Amity
So-
back?
Yeah,
Before
they
it
came
went
down
down?
from the atmosphere.
Okay. Wow.
Remember, they kept it up.
They got Maria and Pietro!
This is a when. So...
So like
Jesus Christ. I didn't know Vacuo had an
Your
army.
armies have been destroyed.
It's a kingdom.
This is what was left from the last season. Like, they kept Amity Stadium in the sky.
Ah. Okay. Hey, look, all those people don't work there anymore.
It's funny.
Pour one out for all the fired homies.
Look at all the people that freed themselves from this hell. No, but all right. So biggest question that just needs to: did they stick the landing of Ascension? I don't think they did.
I don't think so. I gotta be honest.
No.
The RWBY part was fine, but then they had the Neo thing, and it's like...
I mean, the fight was good.
The fight was fantastic.
The fight was great.
Ascension with the... if Ascension led to the fight like that...
No, I didn't mind the Neo thing.
I don't hate the Neo thing.
What's wrong with the Neo thing?
No, here's the thing. Neo has served her purpose now.
She got everything she wanted. She killed RWBY.
They've done a way they can write her out of the story without necessarily gathering up the balls to kill her off, which really was their biggest problem.
If they have Omega Balls, she comes back as a new person.
No, I'm talking on the grand scale of the theme, where, again, they're conflating Ascension with Minecrafting yourself. Like, that's where I'm getting my mixed messages.
The biggest mixed message is the themes of suicide, right?
Yeah, the RWBY did the thing that I expected her to do, which was something that was the correct path, I think, if you're going down this route, which is she's offered the chance to become someone else. She chooses to become herself.
Right.
She comes to the edge of erasing who she is and then pulls it back when she realizes she is enough. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with that part, yeah.
It's Neo. She's going to jump off and become something better. It's like, okay, wait, hold up. You just kind of went back on the thing we just learned with RWBY.
Well, there is nothing left for Neo.
Now, they avoided that with Jaune.
Yeah,
sort of. So, actually, I don't know the lesson with Jaune, honestly.
The lesson with RWBY is that she still had things, part of herself, that were worth fighting for, right? She's still, like, RWBY as a person was still someone who could continue forward.
But that implies that if a person doesn't have a thing to fight for, they I don't know what the messaging is here. Again, it really just drawing that comparison.
I don't think it's a message you're meant to take away, but in Neo's circumstance, she had no one else. She'd lost everything. And this would be a way for her to be someone different.
She had potentially 4 friends right there and a superpowered semblance and a revenge plot back and back.
At least she took away the message that revenge just leaves you hollow inside.
Yeah, but like...
So, killing Cinder would have just left her double hollow.
Well, wasn't Sun Tzu who said, before you go about revenge, you need to dig 2 graves?
Yeah.
That's like I don't even know if that's Sun Tzu. I think it's just an old proverb.
Yeah.
I think the real spoiler with the RWBY thing, I mean spoiler in the sense that it spoiled it, is the thing that we pointed out a few episodes ago. And that's the...
Yeah, Red Like Roses Part 3, yeah.
Red Like Roses Part 3.
Well, no, the point of, like, the weapons being on the wall, right? None of them had any design or personality to them. So as a viewer, you're just like, well, she's not going to pick any of these. Like, because why? Like, the one where it's like Summer's axe, that's interesting. We can talk about more about that. Like, maybe she meets up with Raven again to find out the truth of what happened.
Seriously.
So Raven...
But, like, I'm watching that scene, I'm just waiting for RWBY to go find Crescent Rose because there's... Like, she says, oh, you have options to become anyone. Well, show us the options.
Yeah. You could become generic McGeneric Pants.
Who could she have become? That would have been...
All right.
Just show me...
Post-credits, let's see.
The Grim in the Forest.
Oh, come on!
That's fine, continue, shut up.
Yeah, it's the Justice League
Oh, it's
trailer.
just the Justice League one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
This looks... I'm going to be honest, I looked at this again, it looks so bad. I hate it.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible.
I can't wait. I want to sign.
Okay,
No.
so for I don't know if Tom or Britt, you saw it, but they literally took a break between episode 7 and 8 to do those films.
Oh, did they really?
They cut production in half to do those films.
I hate it.
That does not seem like a good sign to me, because that feels like suddenly the studio came in to mandate this.
Yeah, probably.
The assumption there is that the money they would get from that deal would keep them alive for another month or another season or something.
Something like that, yeah. Which, like, but that's just, that overall is just a bad sign.
Yeah.
It just looks really bad. I don't know, man. Okay, well, back to the actual show and season.
Yes, the stuff we actually care about.
Yeah.
Very beginning, we see presumably the last night that Summer is with the family.
Mm-hmm.
We see, I guess, presumably 2-year-old RWBY, though that's a big head for a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, remember Aspa's kids? They had ginormous heads, too.
True.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Yeah.
Adrian was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, that too.
But here's the thing, Raven was with her on the last one.
yes, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Which means that the only word we've had to go on is from a woman who is literally incapable of giving a straight answer to anything.
A woman who will literally show up in the middle of the night to be like, we need to talk, and then never talk to her daughter.
Never speak again.
At first when she was like, okay, if I do this right, then there'd be no problem. I thought maybe she was going to go to the Ever After, and that's why her weapon was there and all this bunch of stuff. But then, no, she was never there, I don't think.
Which I'm happy. I'm actually happy about that. I'm glad that she was never in the Ever After.
Uh-huh.
How important was Summer Rose? Now, she's already pretty damn important at this point. I'm annoyed by that.
Yeah, it should have been Ruby's, like, her thing all along.
Yeah, I came to terms with it back in Volume 7, where they were like, she knew Salem, and Salem taunts Ruby with the fact that maybe she killed her mom. It's like, all right, fine, I guess. I don't like it, but I guess. But the fact that she would be in the Ever After, like she would have gone on her own crazy, that seemed so stupid to me, and I'm glad they avoided that.
But here's the thing, until they finally show it in the show, we have absolutely no idea where Summer ended up, when she ended up, or in what condition she ended up in.
Yeah, she might not be dead.
She might not be dead.
Right.
Very true.
If the word we're going off of is of Raven fucking Bronwyn, she could be fucking anywhere.
We also had Salem say, oh yeah, I defeated your mom, or like...
But it's Salem, that's the villain.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, right, but so it's two people that we don't know, that we can't really trust.
Two people we don't trust.
Look, I was going to say, like, if Salem or Raven said, oh yeah, your mother is right behind you right now.
Ruby wouldn't even turn around.
No, if it's like, this is your mother standing right in front of you, you can see her with her own two eyes, I wouldn't believe
Look,
it.
I was just trying to help as to when she was mentioned, okay, God.
That's an interesting wrinkle to things.
The fact that Raven was there and she's like, it's like,
Finish your sentences.
Wait, did Crow and Ty know that Raven was with her?
No, because that was the whole point.
She says they don't know anything. They think it's just a normal mission.
Summer Rose telling lies. First time for everything.
And I'm glad to see that Raven's voice acting has not improved in the slightest.
Sorry, Anna, but it's awful.
Maybe they're just giving you bad direction. They're trying to, but like it just isn't working.
Well, Anna's not a voice actress. I think she's like a lawyer or something.
Oh, that explains everything.
I will say, for the new characters though, the voice acting has been outstanding.
Oh yeah.
Little was great.
The blacksmith, Little, Robbie Damon as the cat.
Oh yeah, I know.
Incredible.
Robbie Damon and Lucy Christian carried the volume.
Oh sure, yes, absolutely.
Neo's voice acting was incredible.
It took me a moment there.
I mean, you laugh, but I really loved it when the cat was like talking through her and like the movements, the body language.
The body
that was
language
amazing.
was great. So Ruby was like, "Nyeh," just shoved over the away. We redo all of Ruby, but all of her exertion noises are just king.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
We're the knights who say nyeh.
But yeah, so she's like, oh, I saw a vision, and it upset me that my mom lied, and it's like, you never knew. You and your dad, like, apparently, Ozpin. How didn't you understand that she probably lied to you?
I mean, it's your mom.
I mean, she thought she was perfect.
Yeah, it's your hero.
Yeah.
She was the mother. She was the perfect maker of cookies, reader of stories.
I mean,
but like,
I
I think that's what made it. Let me finish real quick. That's what made it like easier for her to decide herself, because that's when she realized, hey, her mom wasn't perfect, and neither am I. I want to be me again. Or whatever.
I guess 17 years old is about the time you start learning your parents aren't perfect. A little late, honestly.
I suppose we can have a conversation about what is the takeaway. What is the message that the show is trying to sell?
Yourself to be a better person.
No, I don't think it's that.
No, yourself to be the same person.
No, I don't think it's that.
Maybe not.
Like, seriously, accept that you are you and you're not perfect, and you know, never meet your idols, I guess.
Ruby looked at all of the mistakes that she has made and decided that I want to be different, and then when going through that process, came to a conclusion.
I want to make more.
Well, no, that being different won't stop me from making these mistakes again, and also that these mistakes make me who I am. Question mark.
Wait. I'm sorry. My brain is now connected. Is Ruby's guilt thing over the fact that she lied to Ironwood? Is that it?
No.
Is that it?
No.
No, that can't possibly be it.
No.
Oh, not specifically, no.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that are piling up onto, one character.
Yeah, it's everything.
Well, but, it's tying back to, she was surprised that her mother lied, and it's why focus on that? Why was the focus on that and not that there was more going on?
To see that she's not perfect. The end.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was lying specifically, though.
Ruby is worried about being the person who the realm needs her to be, I suppose. And then at the end of it, it's well, if you only have this one existence, you might as well be yourself. I think is what they're trying to sell. I say sell like it's disingenuous, but trying to put forward that idea, I guess.
What the realm needs to be, because how she was so far was definitely not doing it.
Mm-hmm. We get Jaune waking up in the burning foliage, which is weird considering I don't think Weiss hit any of the leaves where he landed.
They were in the tree. There was leaves everywhere.
He was on fire.
And he got fired with everything. Right?
Okay, but look at how much smoke there is.
They were fucking that zaza.
That's a full-on forest fire, and that can't happen in 2 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying, it's weird. And then, of course, he has the visions of Alex, and he gets the idea, which I think is actually pretty creative. It's a decently creative trick, using the smoke from the leaves to basically smoke out the cat from Neo.
Yeah.
I accept that one. I think that works.
Neo doesn't need agency. She's got
This is the shortcut you would need to take.
Yeah, I could see this plan being come up with in under 5 minutes,
How did he... Oh, so he was up cutting things down. I was my brain was I saw the tree fall, the big log, and I'm wait, did he just hurl that up from below?
he does one of those strongman lifts where it's ugh!
Well, yeah. But no, he just cut it down from above.
With his broken ass sword.
I don't know where Blake found the ammunition. That was still a big point of contention. It's oh, Blake, where are you getting all this ammo from?
From the ammo tree.
Yeah, I guess they didn't really run out of ammo.
I think a much bigger point of contention is, wait, so Neo's illusions have the powers of the things that they're making illusions of?
Yeah.
So she could have just made maidens.
You couldn't then take that.
Yeah. I think the idea is oh, she grew super powerful here in the Ever After. That's the only explanation that makes sense for that.
These were new developments, yeah.
Because she could never summon that many people and she looks surprised about that.
I wish they kind of doubled down on that, actually. What if in this world, Jaune's life-giving semblance is insanely strong, accidentally strong.
I mean, that's kind of what I wanted in the really early episodes. I wanted Jaune to pretty much not show up. And then after RWBY and Co made a mess of everything, Jaune would show up in the last episode being oh, I was following you guys and fixing everything. I was just one episode behind, cleaning up all your messes. That's kind of what I wanted for him back in episode 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Neo goes flippity floppity, oopity oppity, and just yeets out the cat. Then the cat logs into his Fur Affinity account.
Becomes Incineroar.
Blake actually has to do things, and she's terrible at it.
Yeah, Blake is really the weak link of the entire show.
Jaune goes down like a bitch again, which is a big shame. I hate it.
Juniper skidding in is actually kind of adorable.
It really is.
Just yeet!
Juniper, best girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to plush with that thing.
Oh, she falls before Alex's knife, but then it's oh...
Yeah, this is the worst part of the episode, in my opinion. Well, she doesn't make a choice. You took every other choice and put a big light behind one of them.
My question is, is it more representative of, this is the choice she's naturally... this is all just representative of what's happening in her mind, and it's now there's a beacon of clarity breaking.
Yeah, I think it's more it's in her mind, and it's just coming out, because, I mean, we don't know anyway, because she, the Forge Lady would be is that what I'm doing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Someone tell me. Why don't you tell me? Ugh.
It feels like a D&D game where the dungeon masters put a puzzle in front of the player and they're not figuring it out in time.
What happens if I choose me?
They're just going to make the answer really obvious. Take away all the other choices, put a giant red light behind your weapon.
If I had this, like, kid coming in here, like, going, wait, and throwing my shit around, if she's not paying for it, I'd show her what she wants and then tell her to leave, okay?
Yeah, she just didn't want to break any other of her weapons.
I'm gonna have to fix that. Do you know how hard it is to smelt glass with a knife and a hammer?
Stop breaking my cases. I've worked a lot on
Exactly.
And my major disappointment with this episode, she didn't get her redesign here.
Yeah.
Did not.
Yeah.
She didn't need it. She didn't need
But that defeated the point.
Well, it would have been really cool if, like, the idea is like, oh, she's, like, reaffirmed in her purpose. She's found a new... You reverted Jaune with no penalty. Why not give Ruby something? Get her back into her old outfit.
Because it's Jaune. He always gets the special treatment.
Can you imagine if Ruby instead came out in her Volume 1 outfit?
That would be based as
That'd be rad.
That would have been rad.
That would have taken that.
And then she would have immediately had to have changed it because Vacuum was hot as fuck.
Would have also been weird because it says, I enjoyed my character before the character development.
What? I mean, the character development was all of this volume.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The idea is like, I'm going, like I have made things too complicated. I'm going back to basics. I'm a damned hero.
Yeah.
Refinding the core of herself and bringing it back out with her. For Red Like Roses Part 3, like, it would have been great.
I loved it. Loved the song.
I'm going to keep my eye out for who composited the shots and animated the shots of her emerging from the trees and the Sakuga moment of her fighting the cat. That's when you get a specific person to go work on that shot.
Yeah, that was some of the best stuff in RWBY animation-wise.
Yeah.
Because it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very good.
Yes. They captured a spark of Monty energy right there. I could feel it.
Yeah, they did.
I could feel it. It's a ghost. It's faint, but goddamn, was that was wonderful to feel. Just like I felt it a little bit during the Ironwood and Watts fight back in Volume 7.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
They have their moments. The magic can still be captured. It's still there. It's just...
And don't forget about the Ironwood versus everybody fight in Volume 8. That ends with that, like, big anime slash from Winter. That was really awesome, too.
Yeah.
I don't remember liking that fight.
I'm back and forth on it.
A lot of the elements around it kind of annoyed me and kind of prevented me from enjoying it. A lot of the reason the Monty fights kicked up is that there wasn't anything surrounding the fights themselves that felt the dumbest. I don't know how to describe it.
Really? There wasn't anything... No, I 100% disagree. I mean, run and live for the Volume 1 fight. Let's go to where they would be.
If they were to do it and not find them there, right?
Hey guys, let's split up in the train car instead of working together for the train. Like, no, the Monty fights had some of the dumbest logic preceding them.
Look, I am calculating my thoughts here, Fat Man. I'm not being super accurate.
I lost track. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I've lost the plot.
I'm jumping in right now to say something really quick, please.
All right.
You know, I have a feeling that these boys, and myself, of course, will marinate a little bit more. Make sure to check out the stream on my channel.
Yes.
Just in case people left or are leaving. Go check that out. I'm sure things will be different.
Yes.
Yes, and try to do it at a time where I'm not at work.
I'll check.
I'll need to head out in a bit, but I'll definitely make sure to make the season finale stream to do any Q&As and stuff like that.
I'll try to make it earlier for Britt.
Right.
Because, 5 hours ahead of us.
I don't get back from work till like 5:15.
Make it earlier for Britt and later for Tom. We can.
We'll go for 10 hours. It'll be fine.
Is there anything that we needed to touch on?
Medium, little, dear gods,
I thought the bit with the brothers, while very cute, was kind of vague and unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you wanted to touch on, because you're the one that needs to head out.
I think as Dashi said that, I might let it stew, and then I think I'll talk about it on stream.
Yeah. Go let it soup.
Go be soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to like. Well, there's a lot and also nothing at all at the same time.
Yeah, lots to talk about.
Well, God bless you all. Thank you for joining us along with this reaction. I'm going to head out for this evening.
Bye, Britt.
We'll see you on the street.
Love you, bye.
Later, Britt.
Later, Britt.
Godspeed.
Yeah, the cat fight, the actual teamwork. It's beautiful to see.
First time since Volume 3.
What do you think about the cat design? The poofy.
Incineroar.
It's literally just Incineroar, but with a white and black palette.
I'm not sure who that is, so I'll go, oh, really cool.
It's the fire starter from Gen 7.
Does that help at all, Dashi?
He's a Pokemon now.
Well, I have to do another smasher pass. I don't remember wanting to smash that guy, but I would have said yes.
He was one of the Bara starters. Blacksmith lady, you could have maybe shown up and told the cat what his purpose was.
Yeah.
How did the cat not know his purpose?
No, I think the cat lost its purpose.
Oh.
Because the cat was still doing its purpose. It just wanted more.
Yeah.
Right. And it was because of Alex's broken promise that he had a broken heart. And that's why things were changing.
Right.
And nobody was there to give the cat a little piece of their heart.
Right.
It all comes down to a lack of communication, which is always the biggest problem in this show.
And instead of helping, they murdered him.
Literally, he did not wait for Alex to be like, after this we'll go through. Like, could have just been a little more patient there.
It'll take like 10 minutes. I'm really sorry I poisoned John. I'm dying now.
The cat gets just obliterated. For good, I guess. Or maybe not. We'll get to that.
I guess the cat's not coming back the very next day this time. I'm making that joke all volume.
As much as I have problems with Neo this volume, god damn, this hurt. I was legitimately sad to see her say goodbye to Roman. I have not teared up at RWBY in a while, and I'm actually tearing up right now just thinking about this.
Yeah, no, it was a nice little way to kind of send the character off. And, and again, if they weren't going to have the balls to kill Neo off, then this is the next best option, really. Neo staying in the Ever After.
Yeah.
And then she's not going to remember anything. And she's going to have a purpose again. Why did RWBY remember stuff?
You know, maybe she'll be the next Curious Cat.
How can she ask questions if she can't talk?
Oh, no!
Well, maybe she'll be ascended with a voice this time. I don't know. But I'm just thinking, if she does stay in the Ever After, there needs to be that balance of creation and destruction. The cat's dead, so, there needs to be a replacement.
I mean, isn't the Jabberwocker dead, too? Because...
No?
Fucking Neo... Neo...
Oh, yeah, no, because Neo fucking ganged up on him.
Well, Neo is both. Neo is both yin and yang.
Chocolate and strawberry.
She, creates and destroys. There.
Did Neo definitively kill the Jabberwocker?
Wait, if she could summon a Jabberwocker, could the Jabberwocker destroy the Jabberwocker?
Whoa.
Bro.
But I used the stones to destroy the stones.
I need more wine.
I think that might be where they're going with it. She'll become the new, yin and yang. She'll become the cat and the walker.
That's cool.
I still don't like the mixed messaging on the Ascension thing going on, but,
Yeah. So the theme of this volume is really...
all over the place.
I was with them up until these last couple episodes, and then they lost me. Because they were clearly going for one thing, but they were having the characters do something different. Like depression and getting over the depression, and the characters just not giving a fuck.
And a hot take, I just got up to the point where New Little comes up.
Medium.
Yeah, it's not big, sadly, but, I don't like their new design.
I think it's adorable.
I don't mind it.
The little cape, that it's a leaf.
It reminds me of, what was that book series with the mouse?
Nim?
No, not Nim.
Redwall?
Go. Begin the Redwall.
Redwall, yes, that's what it was.
I knew a book thing.
I like Little more than I like Medium. It's more what I'm saying.
Well, it was a mouse. There wasn't much to do with her other than that.
Yeah, and she was adorable.
And she was the best thing in the show. I think that's the worst thing about this volume is having to say goodbye to Little.
Yeah.
Little really carried this volume.
Yeah.
For as basic a character as she was just, it was,
Ironically, she carried this volume, but she was carried herself the entire time.
Little was riding in the Red Hood.
Carried the volume by not needing to animate a mouse walking animation.
Little and the cat were kind of the MVPs for this volume. They kept things moving. They were entertaining as they were good characters.
I do like that Medium is being left to take care of Juniper.
I know we said this already, but I gotta say it again. Juniper is absolutely best girl. She was just very attentive, loved Jaune so much. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Juniper asked for nothing yet and wanted nothing. just to be by her master's side.
We are almost at it, but I do want to discuss Juniper just a little bit once we get to the blacksmith lady, because I think basically they've confirmed that Juniper is Alex.
How?
What?
Wait, what?
Where'd you get that from?
It's all in the framing. It's all in the framing.
No fucking way.
Raymond, is Juniper also a lesbian?
No!
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Fatman. It all makes sense now.
Let the man talk.
Okay, so the framing of the conversation around Alex is strictly around Jaune holding Juniper's statuette in the workshop.
Oh.
The way that the blacksmith discusses Alex doesn't indicate to me that she's gone. She left a last wish. And it's while Jaune is she holds out the knife, but Jaune is also still holding Juniper's statue.
No.
And so I think and that's why I'm completely okay with it. Because it's like, it's a very, if it is the case that Alex ascended into Juniper, it's a very subtle way of indicating it to the audience. It's not outright confirming it. It's not blatant. And it's like, there's still wiggle room just in case they want to throw that away or not. I think it works very well on a subtle level. That's my thoughts on it. And I think just through that cinematography language.
No, I dig it. It has a good beat and I can dance to it.
I am glad that they didn't have some explicit, like, this is what Alex ascended into.
Yes.
I mean, they did have an explicit, like, this is the story of the gods who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Like, that was...
You know what? This volume did a good job of not necessarily beating you over the head so much with it.
Until the last episode.
Yeah. And even then, it was just like, wait, so the gods are... but even themselves... So really, everything comes back to the fucking tree.
Yeah.
The tree is Yggdrasil.
Yeah, tree was first.
It literally is the tree of life is everything.
Yeah, but like at the same time... Oh, God. So wait, I wasn't quite following the story because we were talking over it a lot, and I was trying to get details they came out.
From what I gather, the tree basically was like, we need yin and yang, so they farted out the brothers. Then the brothers started getting curious and creating their own shit. And their own shit was kind of tearing the place apart. So at some point, the tree was just like, get the fuck out of my realm. So it made a door for them, and they went through the realm to make their own world, and one of them was Remnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
They basically, the tree birthed them, then they weren't paying their rent, so they got evicted, and then the gods made Remnant.
I'll make my own world with hookers and blackjack.
If that is the case, then the Ever After is...
the cradle of life.
Pretty much.
Have you guys seen The Good Place?
I watched most of season 1. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know people really love it, so...
I've seen parts of it.
At the end of The Good Place, they get the ethics professor guy to, like, invent new heaven because they finally get to, the good place and it f***ing sucks. So he invents a door in it, and the point is that no one knows where the door leads.
What do you think happens when people walk through the door? It's the only thing in the universe I don't know.
So that he basically, like, invented death in heaven. And that's kind of like what they did to the gods. It's just like, get out! Get out! You suck!
Basically, yeah. You haven't paid your rent in 3 months. Get the fuck out.
And then they made Remnant, and it was like, oh, you fucked it up.
And then, after all that discussion, they make Jaune young again.
We expected it.
Yeah.
Did you have to give him his shitty haircut back?
Yeah, give him his, like, volume 1 haircut or something. I don't know.
Keep the hair he's been rocking for, like, the last 20-odd years of his life.
Yeah, like, that would be fun. Like, he has, like, this overgrown hair on his young body. I don't know what to make of the God storyline.
I don't either. But then again, the gods have never really been handled particularly well in this show. This is just kind of par for the course.
Sure, yeah.
What is RWBY going to do? Is she going to be like, yeah, hi, we visited your home. Your mother would like to see you again.
Hey guys, could you maybe not kill us all? Did you guys unite humanity yet? No.
They took away the rest of his armor too. Like, that's a dick move.
It was all rusted. Like, it wasn't going to be of much use.
Well, yeah, but you could refresh it.
How long has it been rusted for, though?
20 years.
But he has white streaks in his hair, so obviously not everything's hunky-dory. Why couldn't you keep the armor? And just make it, like, pristine.
The white streaks are experience.
I'm just glad that Weiss is not going to be lusting over him ever again.
And she's like, oh, Jaune, you're so immature.
I don't know. She was kind of giggling at the end there. In my heart, I'm doubting. And I hate that I'm doubting. Because if they make White Knight canon, I might have to set Texas on fire.
Do that anyway. God, what have you been waiting for?
Vacuo is looking like it's going to be like The Last Stand.
Well, yeah, but we knew that the whole time.
Obviously, some time has passed because you have the Atlas Air Fleet here.
Yeah, but I don't think it's been years and years.
To be fair, the Atlas Air Fleet did jack in volume 7 and 8.
They literally couldn't stop Maria. And Maria's back with Amity Coliseum.
Oh my god, yeah.
They didn't stop her a second time.
They didn't just straight up forget about Amity. Now seeing this ending and like seeing Vacuo and everyone's preparing, clearly Vacuo hasn't been blown off the face of the earth yet. I'm guessing anywhere between a couple days to maybe a couple months. Maybe. That's a hard maybe.
I could actually see a couple of years.
Do you think Salem would wait a couple of years with the momentum she's had?
Think about it this way. She's got to wait 100 before she can use the question relic again. So
she doesn't even need to get all the relics. All right? She doesn't need to. She has a staff of creation. Literally just say, I wish for an asteroid
you can't destroy.
The size of this city to crash down upon it.
It's against the rules.
And you wipe out not just the life here in the city.
Can't destroy.
But on all of the planet.
Against the rules.
But that's not what she wants. She wants... She doesn't care about humanity. Like, destroying humanity is just... collateral damage to letting the gods let her die.
No, but that's what she would need to do.
Like, her goal isn't to destroy...
Just kill all of humanity. There's no one in your way. You just get the maiden powers because you're by default the last woman alive.
Then she would be alone again.
And she would get the relics and then tell the gods, hey, kill me.
She doesn't know where the relics are.
She's got 2 of them.
Well, one's in Vacuo, and she has the one that answers the question.
Well, she doesn't know where
She has the one that answers the question. Just wait 100 years. You spent 100 years alone, you're fine.
That's not what she wants, though.
If she's patient to get what she wants, then it's fine.
A character's actions must flow inexorably from his or her established traits.
She's almost out of subordinates by now. Like, she lost Watch, she lost Hazel.
She won't need subordinates.
She's 100 years with Cinder.
She has Cinder, she has Mercury, she has Tyrion. Tyrion, who's not going to be voiced by Josh Greeley anymore, by the way, because Josh is bowed out of the show.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, well, I mean, of course.
What more could she want? She has her own personal sitcom in front of her with those 3. She has all the entertainment in the world right there.
Well, one other unfortunate thing is that they finally given an excuse to bring Raven back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that she wasn't the one to bring them out of the Ever After.
Boo.
A little bit. Because that would have made sense, but...
And Jaune would have stayed old.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, I'm also... I wouldn't have wanted her back anyway, so...
What is there to say about this volume?
It was good.
Let's see. Action was good. You know, there were a lot of really good fight scenes this volume.
Mixed bag. There were a lot of bad fight scenes, too.
I don't know. There wasn't any fight that I could really look at and be like, I hated this.
There was the one.
7.
And that was kind of only half a bad one.
Then there was episode 9 that had a pretty bad fight.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't awful.
Yeah.
The soundtrack this volume is f***ing superb.
I think letting Casey take the wheels has been the smartest decision they've made.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeff, I'm so glad he's getting his rest. I want that man to come back at some point, but I want him recharged and I want him and happy.
I agree, but I think Casey did a phenomenal job being the lead this volume.
Now, I need to listen to Red Like Roses Part 3 again in more detail, because like obviously we were talking through it and I couldn't like make out words. Yeah. It didn't feel as strong as Part 1 or Part 2 to me. That's the unfortunate thing. I don't think it was...
again, I have to listen to it again. Somebody's going to upload a version of it to YouTube, because somebody always does.
I mean, it did hit, at the very least. It hit something.
There are only like 2 or 3 songs in RWBY that hit better than Red Like Roses Part 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high bar.
There hasn't been a truly good soundtrack since I want to say Volume 4.
No. I mean, Volume 4 still had good songs on it, but like, I don't think that like the actual like whole soundtrack has been good since Volume 2. The drop-off was like slow, but like...
Volume 3 had a good orchestral score.
Yeah, it did.
Volume 5 through 7, it was really just the Jeff and Casey stuff. And then Volume 8 was literally none of it.
Multiple times I've actually been floored by the instrumentation that's going on. Like,
a
lot of the incidental music really got me. One thing I forgot to bring up is the spoilers that got out, and some were accurate, some weren't.
Run through those, because I promised somebody in the comment section that those would be in this episode.
Yeah. Okay, so the initial spoilers that I read, here's a full plot breakdown for the finale, quote unquote. Touching a weapon allows you to talk to the original owner. False. RWBY meets her mother and Jaune meets Pyrrha. Both false. RWBY sees her mother, but she doesn't meet her. Pyrrha
doesn't show up.
Yeah, Pyrrha gives the last final push for Jaune to truly forgive himself. False.
I wish it was true, but no.
And he loses his rusty armor, his old self, and his broken weapons to return to a mix between himself and Pyrrha. False.
That would have been so much cooler.
Summer tells RWBY she's perfect as she is and encourages her to take Crescent Rose again. That's partially true.
I mean, as a baby.
It's on a little baby.
Yeah, but it's like, that's what RWBY called back to. WBY are defeated by the cat Neo. He leaves her body and he tries to get inside RWBY, but he's too late.
No step incineroar.
No, that's false. RWBY breaks free, still as herself, but having learned her lesson in 5 minutes because Kruby, then Jaune returns as well as the new hymn. RWBY and Jaune defeat the cat with a song playing in the background, and when the cat is cornered, Neo summons an army of Jabberwockers to eat him alive as revenge.
True. Yeah, actually, that was pretty accurate.
So half true on that. The latter half was true.
So is this like what they were supposed to do before they got their episodes cut?
I wonder if that's the case. Neo jumps off the tree to ascend because she still sees it as herself.
Half true.
Maybe? I guess?
No, and I mean, she fucking saw RWBY come back.
Ascended Little says goodbye to RWBY, and Juniper ascends, having fulfilled its purpose of guiding Jaune.
Half true.
RWBY G returns a remnant. That's true. So again, hit or miss all over the place. And then the second one basically reiterates a little bit of this from a different spoil, which was Jaune ascends and there's an Arcos hug. Curious Cat does get out of Neo and is killed by the Jabberwockers. And the end scene and or post-credit scene is RWBY and Jaune ? In vacuo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird how a lot of those played out.
None of those things are something that like somebody couldn't make up. Like, I mean, I predicted that the end song would be the flute part of My Heart Will Go On with clipping distortion. And that was just as close as like the Arcos hug. Lucky guesses, but I don't think those were real or like I don't think those were from a reliable source.
No, I think they were because they also came with a lot of the like there were other things behind the scenes that were mentioned that made sense.
Like Wheelie Neo?
Like Wheelie Neo. Yeah, like that came out of the same drops. So I think it was ideas that basically had to get reshuffled around and people just had left at that point. Because I could have seen there being an Arcos hug. I could have seen Jaune having that moment.
That would have been cool. Instead of making about Alex, which is a character whose his entire relationship with happened off screen.
I'm more happy with the Alex thing because his entire story this volume has been about Alex.
Yes.
If he had gone through Ascension, it would have muddled that analogy even further.
No, his entire story this volume has been about failing to save people. And Puro was the first one.
I mean, I guess. Failed. True.
I don't know. I wish that Ascension actually changed the characters, and I wish that, because, I don't know. Yeah. Bleh. They should have ascended.
All right, so let's hop into questions. How does that sound, guys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob Marley Videos asks, do you think RWBY's conclusion to her arc was satisfactory, as in the mental breakdown and the final decision she makes? It was
predictable.
I'm not going to say it's bad.
No, there's no shortage of original plot lines that are kind of garbage, and there's no shortage of, overdone plot lines that are still good in some ways. So I think the way they handled it for RWBY was one of the better ones.
Yeah, really the issue is not really with RWBY so much as it is the conflict with the theming. The theming being kind of a mess. That's really it.
Yeah.
Brixart asks, and now that the season is over, what do you think are the main deep themes of this volume? We just said they're confusing.
Yeah, they're confusing as hell. So here's the thing about theme. Theme is one of those things that you shouldn't plan it. And I'll explain what I mean. Because, plot and setting and characters are all things you should plan out. But theme is one of those things you kind of should build organically while you're writing.
Yeah, I was going to say that there are two paths to good theming. There's either you start with the theme and you build a story around it. That's more of a constructor.
Kent was like that in my book. I basically set up the fact that, trying to figure out why this happened, and then it's like there's really no reason why this happened.
Yeah, and then conversely, you have the diegetic, just the naturally grown themes that just, you write a story and you're just like, okay, here's some characters, here's some events, here's how they all tie into each other. They're all naturally kind of going back and forth. And just from that, you will see themes emerge.
Yeah, with my other book, Darkman, which I'm trying to get out there.
Darkman, wasn't that a Liam Neeson film?
That was something, as I was going, was really kind of realizing that everyone kind of had their night terrors that would come back to haunt them. So, like the theme being like your nightmares don't always stay in your past; they do come back to bite sometimes. It wasn't something I thought about while I was writing it, but it kind of just came about. RWBY Volume 9's theme is. I feel like it's somewhere in the middle.
It feels undercooked. So you got to kill your darlings, where you have a scene that you really want, like Neo jumping dramatically off into the tree. Is great. I love that scene. It's great. But thematically, it kind of runs up against the thing that you were trying to say about RWBY. And it's like, you got to start asking questions about differentiating the two. Now, and then, of course, you give Jaune back his appearance just for shiggles. And it's like, that gets weird too, because like he had a pseudo Ascension, I guess.
If they do start shipping White Knight now that he's younger, there are no words. There are no amount of words to describe how annoyed I shall be.
I won't drop, but I'll be very angry.
I love coming back specifically at that time. Oh,
we've been talking about White Knight the whole time. I swear.
Oh, okay, all right, then even better, Dan.
I might have to just give up on Jaune apologizing to Weiss at this point if they're gonna.
It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
Too late.
It is too late to apologize because it's like, hey, remember when I was kind of a tool when we were in high school? It's
like that stopped the RWBY writers in the past. Come on.
But did Weiss ever thank Jaune for like catching and falling on him? No.
Jaune apologizes to Weiss, and then Weiss is like, "Oh, and by the way, thanks for breaking my fall."
Yeah, thanks.
Maxwell Media Inc. asks, so now that Jaune has been restored to his younger hot self, as I asked, debate on hot.
Yeah, hot in quotations.
He was way hotter as the DILF.
Do you feel that this erases his character development? And no, he still has his memories.
No, I think he still has all his memories and all his experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So
he just now has the pubescent hormones of a 19-year-old.
Oh, woo! I think my son just through his jumper.
Ooh,
I think that's
and then some.
And then some. Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
So
begins the nasties. Oh my god.
That's what Isaac thinks about Jaune's character development.
So this is what Isaac thinks of Jaune's character. Just right through his jumper.
Yep. That's what Isaac thinks. So you know what? Jaune.
G. Darkon asks, how would you rank this volume?
Top.
Top. Yeah, no, best volume of the series.
Yeah, easy.
Hands down.
Not for me.
No?
Really?
Mm-hmm. No, it's up there, but it's not the best.
Dashy's the volume 4 supremacist, all right.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
Quality-wise, it's probably the top.
Yes.
When it comes to personal-wise, it's somewhere in the middle. And I'm still digesting it. And also, the sun came out, Fat Man. I'm sorry about the light balance.
With Volume 9, I do have two questions that need to be addressed by the writers. One being, why did it take this long to write such a good volume? And the other being, why did we have to completely abandon the main plot in order to do it?
I wouldn't ask those questions because the volume was so good because it took so long. Like, the volume was about the lack of characterization in the previous, 8 volumes.
Right, but I've been bringing this up for a while. It's like, where has this been all along? Like, why did we're a decade in and we're just now getting good character writing?
I really thought it was going to be volume 7. I really thought it was going to be when they brought in new writers, but that was the worst one. So I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to scare.
Your view of your scale has changed so radically over time.
No, it hasn't.
Really? You thought?
No, 7 has always been the worst one for me.
What about 5?
Well, volume 5 was the worst one until 7 came out. My scale did change recently. I pushed 8 up above 6.
Really?
Wow.
That's a statement.
I'm 9, 4, 8, 6, 1, 3, 2, 5, 7.
I'm going to have to reevaluate where I stand with the volumes, but 9 easily takes the top spot. Like
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
The fact that it didn't really start falling apart until the very end is actually, if a weird way, it kind of shows restraint.
I put my tier list in the chat up there if you want to actually look at where I rank each individual episode.
Yeah.
It'll be on screen. Boom.
Asajj Ventress asks, Since there was probably a time skip, do you think that Tai Yang has another kid since he probably assumes that Ruby and Yang are dead?
With who?
With whom?
Raven, I guess.
With Raven?
With Crow?
No, Raven's chilling at his house.
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah, she's a maiden, so her womb is nice and fresh, apparently.
Probably not, but who knows? That would also imply that Raven's going to give it another shot.
Again, I still want my 20-year time skip, so, like...
But that's the thing, though. I think they're really, like, ahead in time, because look at all these ships right there. Like, they're different types of ships. Yeah. There's Mistral ships, there's there's all of them. So I think, like, they all came finally, and I think they're all fighting Salem, because it's not where I'm going, it's when they need you the most, and that's the end. That's the boss fight. So if anything, the next volume is the end of the series.
So does that mean that Ruby's message from Amity actually worked?
I mean, Maria was on it, and Maria gets things done, so yeah.
Yeah, really. Her message was to go to Atlas because it was under attack. And everybody gets to Atlas, and it's not there anymore. And they're like, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
That ship captain must be charging by the hour with the amount of people on his boat.
God, I hope ship captain is back in volume 10.
He just starts hitting on Blake, and it just curveball. He gets to get a menage a trois with Blake and Yang. Commissar Garcia asks, how do you feel about Neo this episode and how she ended up?
I'll have to think about that more.
Meh.
Weirdly enough, I feel like they didn't do enough with Neo.
They didn't do enough with Neo.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the more they did with Neo, the worse she got, because, like, the whole Cinder thing pisses me off.
Yeah.
After Vex pointed it out, I can't stop thinking about how she wants revenge on Cinder.
They really quarter-assed it.
I don't care if Neo ever wanted to go after Cinder. Frankly, I've been done with Neo's character for a while. Like, I'm kind of over it. Like, I feel like this is the best way they could have written her off. That wasn't killing her. So, honey.
I Know Nothing asks, do you think the Ever After's connection with the gods will be a big part going forward with Salem, or just a neat lore tidbit? Well, with how much emphasis they put on, I hope it's important.
That whole speech with like yin and yang, I feel like that's the win button. I feel like I've been trying to figure out, like, what's the loophole that's gonna, if Salem does bring the gods about, what's the loophole that's gonna still give them a happy ending? And I feel like the blacksmith just gave them that.
Well, they've met the granny god.
Yeah.
Like, they've met the mother. like they can literally just say, I met your mother, she was a nice lady, and she wanted you two to get along.
Yeah.
That's what they have to say.
What was the god's whole thing? That, when they came back and they seen that humanity has
been united,
learned to live in harmony or some or united.
You unite humanity.
But now it's like, with this, it's just like, well, there must always be some kind of yin and yang. There's always got to be some kind of destruction or creation. So their perfect harmony is a moot point in that regard. And I feel like that's the win there.
Yeah.
She just gave them the answer to the question of how are they going to solve this problem.
Which, I mean, to be fair, is on theme for the series that's supposed to be about unity. Again, they're not really good at displaying that, but...
I'm not really one way or the other on that thought. It's like finally finding the answer to the riddle.
My problem with that is that they told Ozma what the win button was. Unite humanity. But... The uniting humanity didn't work when Salem did it against the gods. So, like, why would it work?
Well, that's because the gods were petty and didn't like everybody being united against them.
Yeah, exactly. They're petty. It doesn't... I don't think that there is a win button. I think that they're going to do the thing. It's like they're going to summon the gods in volume 10, and RWBY's going to be like, look, we have all of humanity united against Salem and, like Cinder, I guess, but her, they're gonna kill Cinder and they're gonna kill Tyrion, and then
sorry, my kid just fell over my wife, so we all got startled.
Just an exciting day over at the Horan household.
Yeah.
It's literally never a dull moment over here.
Oh god, okay, so what if they made Salem immortal as that punishment, but they couldn't take it away? So, like, and then that up happened where she united all of humanity, and they thought they would snap her away, but then just kind of like,
they can't do it.
Now their whole Unite Humanity thing is literally just a long-term ploy to get someone else to figure out how to kill Salem.
The gods are petty jerks, so I don't think... I think they're gonna unite humanity. They're going to, like, fulfill the requirement of, like, uniting humanity. And then the gods are gonna show up, and they're gonna be like, yeah, but that's hella gay. We're gonna destroy you anyway. And then they're gonna have to, like, beat him up with a hammer or something.
You're gonna kill God. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Superman will swing in from the side, and then Batman will do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got to make those crossovers mean something.
That's the reason we didn't get Wheelie Neo.
Guys, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take off.
Well, Dashi.
Oh, all right, Dashi.
Hope you guys, thanks. This was awesome. Can't wait for Volume 10. But yeah, come to the stream, find out how we marinate and what we think about it.
Yeah.
So, mwah. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later, man. Later.
Nick the Brit asks, on a scale of a full RWBY to a full Jaune, how much time do you think has passed for people outside of the Ever After?
I'd say 1.5 Jaunes.
I'd say a couple months at the latest. I still don't think much time has passed, but
I say about 3 or 4 full RWBYs. They put a lot of emphasis on when you're needed, and I think fast forwarding to like a little bit of like struggle has been going on for some time. Basically, it's going to be Atlas 2.0, weirdly. They get there and it's hyper-militarized.
Yeah, which is a weird setting for Vacuo, considering Vacuo's reputation.
Yeah, it's literally the people with open shirts. Alpha Omega Beta Sin asks, on a scale of pass to smash, thoughts on the blacksmith?
Pass.
Snooze, death, bye, snooze.
I don't know. To smash and pass on the blacksmith is like... It's more like, where would the blacksmith go on a marry kill?
Pass. Still.
Okay, all right, Fat Man. Fuck, marry, kill. Little the cat, the blacksmith.
Oh, God, why?
Oh, damn. Oh, God. Okay,
Sure, those options are and the other one's at some kind of weird doll.
I guess, marry Little, right? Kill the cat and blacksmith? Sure, there we go.
Just remember, everyone, do not stick your hand in the androids.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Static asks, do you think the writers can maintain this level of writing if Volume 10 comes out?
I mean, we just watched episode 9. So.
Well, they have to go back to the main story now, so...
So there's no chance. Not a chance.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I think the reason why this volume works so well is because it was a detour.
Carrie said Volume 10 has 100 characters, so, good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Yang asks, did you all enjoy what I consider to be RWBY's The Character Not the Show? First well-choreographed fight since Season 3.
Okay, hold on.
Since Season 3?
Hold on, hold the phone.
I guess the Torchwick one?
Pump the brakes. Yang person thing. there have been a few well-choreographed fights since Volume 3.
No, the character, not the show.
Oh, RWBY herself. Oh, well, in that case, yes.
Yeah, it might actually be the most well-choreographed fight involving RWBY.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the best RWBY fight since the Red trailer.
Yeah.
Promars asks, how do you feel about this being potentially RWBY's last episode? I think it'll get renewed.
Volume 9 was good enough and was popular enough that I think renewal's on the table.
Yeah.
But then again, we're dealing with WB now.
Yep.
So who knows?
If this was RWBY's last episode, it would just be funny. They step out and then they got canceled. I mean, like, okay, real talk, they did that literally to Final Space.
Well, they did to Ultimate 8. They step out of the portal and the Guardians already won.
Well, to be fair, then you got Ultima 9, and we don't talk about Ultima 9.
Well, we don't talk about Ultima 9.
We didn't even get a Final Space continuation that we don't talk about.
So yeah, if this were actually RWBY's end, I'm immediately shifting over to finishing RWBY. And instead of fixing RWBY, it's going to be finishing RWBY, and I'm going to have a lot of work ahead.
At least for me, I walked out of Volume 9 with my batteries recharged.
A fresh start.
Really a fresh start, yeah.
Though I know for a lot of people, it's also abhorrent. So, like, because of the weird messaging involving the Minecrafting yourself.
I mean, yeah, the messaging is screwed up.
A lot of people are upset about that, and I can understand why.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
Mixed bag all around. Elysian Empire asks, how do you feel with RT now making Raven more complex, not only caring for Yang, but helping Summer, most likely going to fight Salem instead of being a coward?
No. That.
Rosebird shippers have been fed tonight.
All right, first of all, Rosebird? Really? That's what we're going with?
That's disgusting.
Second of all, this Summer helping fight Salem happened before the series even started. So I don't know if you can really make that argument in that regard. Because Raven became a coward after that bit.
And she's kind of a bitch.
And third of all, she doesn't give a shit about anyone.
I hate that they're trying to make...
That entire question is contradicted on 3 different levels.
Yeah, the fact that anyone is okay with Raven, it's like she made her bed, now lying.
Yeah.
You know, it's like she abandoned Yang, she abandoned Tai.
She may have abandoned Summer.
Yeah, that would actually be interesting. Maybe we learned that Raven abandoned Summer at the last minute.
I'm betting 10-1 that's what happened.
What did she say in the comic book where it was like...
Oh, that really awful scene in the comic that was really badly drawn?
Was a bird screaming at RWBY?
And was like a fucking laugh fest.
Can I put that scene in the reaction? I just didn't read it before I did.
GQ Smith asks, do you think Raven meeting Tai Yang at the end of V5 is her explaining what really happened to Summer? Possibly.
Yeah.
Why not?
So wait, you're implying that Yang already knows?
Tai Yang.
Tai Yang at the end of Volume 5.
Oh, Tai Yang. Oh.
And Tai is like, oh great, not this again.
Whatever. Like, it doesn't change anything. I was there when your wife died. You were my wife. Like, oh yeah, I forgot.
And then she does the peace sign fade away. Cape Morning asks, would it have been better if RWBY had changed even just a small portion of herself?
Yes.
Well, so here's the thing about that. I'm gonna pull up a Digimon Tamers reference and throw Henry out there. Henry is a character that by the end was kind of the same character, but his experience made his reasoning for his beliefs change. So he was the same character, but for different reasons. So I want to think that that's what they're doing.
I very much
RWBY.
like the idea when I struck upon it with like the whole outfit, like the idea of RWBY reconnecting with what made her want to be a huntsman in the first place, that heroic ideal, that thing that she connected with, and understanding more so now that it's such a difficult ideal to balance, but just still clinging to it, still being like, no, it's worth preserving, and then coming out in her old Volume 1 outfit to fight. That would have been, I think, a very strong message to send about RWBY as a character. Thing is like her making this decision on like, this is what it means to be me, and I am sticking to it.
Okay.
Steel Angel 2000 asks, where do you think Raven's portal led to? Was it to Crow or some other person Raven had bonded to? And if it was Crow, does that mean he was lying to RWBY in V7 when he told her he didn't know about her last mission?
That's right. The portals are supposed to lead to
her emotional attachments. Yeah.
Right. Oh,
That's what we're asking who it led to.
That was absolutely Crow, and it had to be because like no one could possibly love Raven.
I'm Uncle Crow. I can't believe you lied to me. I'm glad I got your boyfriend killed. How many people would be pissed off about that?
-1 because I'd be happy.
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Ashbarian asks, between the 3 kingdoms that we've gone to after Vale, which kingdom do you guys think looks the best in the show?
Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas.
Mistral's a fucking map painting, and all we have of Vacuo is a hazy image.
Hey, yeah, no, 2D Mistral is art, and I will not hear otherwise.
If they had put more effort into Mistral, I would have said Mistral, because the idea of it being on a cliff is cool, but they didn't. So I have to go with Atlas because Atlas was at least animated.
If you want to see a really cool redesign of Mistral, you can see one in Fixing RWBY over on my channel.
Take a
now,
shot.
Atlas looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah, no, Atlas.
Loonigoon asks, what do you think is the story significance of Neo murdering both the Jabberwocker and the Curious Cat, i.e. the ever-afterance of the remnant gods made to replace themselves there? Neo is actually God. She has come to pass judgment on all of us, and we will be dead for all of our sins.
I would say a fresh start for the Ever After.
Yeah.
I like the idea that she becomes the replacement for the two. Like, she becomes a balanced version of them both.
Because the tree is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tree's still there. Everything's fine.
The people will have to help each other.
Yeah.
You know.
The prince and the raccoon are going to have to get along.
Yeah, because, the cat just goes around and, like, forces people to fix their shit.
Yeah.
By putting his heart in their no place, and the Jabberwocker does the opposite of that by putting them in his no place. So, like, in order for someone who has like gone astray to get a new purpose, people in the Ever After will actually have to start working together.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the opposite of Picard season 2.
North Star asks, how do you feel about Summer pulling a Raven with Raven?
It raises a lot more questions that are actually worth asking.
It just raises further questions.
I hate that Summer is okay with Raven.
Well, they were teammates.
To be fair, she did give her, like, she brushed past her rather brusquely. Like, she wasn't happy to be with Raven, I don't think.
She left. She knows, like, the fact that she went all like, meh, how's Yang, meh. Or how's somebody, whoever, maybe she was talking about Ty. Maybe she literally doesn't give a shit about Yang.
You're just going to leave them?
The fact that she is pretending to care, or maybe does care, it just pisses me off. Like, can't she just be a fucking irredeemable?
Yeah. Summer seems rather cross with Raven the entire time. I approve of this portrayal of their relationship where it's like they have to work together, but Summer does not like it. Summer is pissed.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be a thing that RWBY maybe has never seen. She never saw Summer angry.
I mean, she was 2. Would she even remember it?
Well, she apparently remembered, Summer doesn't lie. Quote unquote.
Oh, I know. I mean, she doesn't remember that. She made that up. It's a Summer fan fiction.
Yeah, but she could have also made up that she was perfect. Like that's kind of the idea, is that she had this image of her mom, and she now is getting a better image of it.
I don't know. It's weird that like her hallucination gave her information she wasn't there for.
Saith or the Pyro ask, how do you feel about so much of the final episode being a lore dump?
I did not care about that.
Yeah. It's mostly the lore dumps that up until this volume we haven't really been asking for.
Yeah.
We weren't asking for the god's backstory in the Ever After. Like,
we wouldn't have needed to ask about the Ever After if the Ever After weren't a thing. And that's the biggest question, and we still didn't get an answer for what the Ever After actually is, other than primordial space, I guess.
It's like, is it this? Is it that? You know, but it's like, no, it's a real thing. It's like the gods' childhood homes. They left Alex's fate up to interpretation. They should have let the existence of the Ever After also up to interpretation.
The fact that it exists raises questions. Like, could the gods get back there?
A doorway that would remain open for the brothers' return.
Yeah, I guess it was like, oh, the vaults, right?
Here, a place like these vaults.
Who created the vaults?
It obviously couldn't have been the creation relic, because after he made a new thing, then they would have gone away. So
exactly. So it's like,
I'm out of wine. I can't. This is not.
It wasn't necessary.
It was stuff we weren't asking for this volume
or ever.
Maybe a Stark thing later on would have been fun. Like, well, earlier would have been great.
The flashback I was actually okay with. It's more the lore dump about the gods that I'm just confused.
You've been doing so well doing your own thing this volume.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of like doing something to tie it all together that you didn't really need to do.
It was very RWBY.
Yep.
Yes.
The design is very RWBY. Master Poppers asks, so how much did you guys appreciate the music this season? We've already been over it. Excellent.
Best it's been in years.
Yeah. It wasn't legitimately painful listening to Jeff go, double bass pedal.
The Nightwalker asks, do you think Summer was the previous maiden before Raven, and that's why she was so confident that she would be able to beat Salem?
No.
But no, because
we already know the story of the previous the Fall Maiden.
Well, no, it wouldn't be fall, it would be spring.
She ran.
They didn't really give us any reason to doubt that story.
Maybe they're both maidens at this point, or something like that.
No, because the previous Spring Maiden ran away 10 years ago, and this was 14 years ago, so...
That was over a decade ago.
Commander asks, so given the exposition dump, would you consider the Ever After more of a hub world than its own thing? Dude, my brain is not ready for that conversation.
We know what the Ever After is now. You don't have to be like, what do you consider it? Like, it's the world where the gods came from.
I guess if you want to put it, it's its own kind of heaven in a weird way.
It's anti-heaven.
It's antipasta.
Yeah, but the world where gods come from is considered Valhalla. So like,
do gods come from Valhalla? I didn't know that about Norse mythology.
I don't know. My Norse mythology is basic at best. Like but I'm just saying, like the area where gods come from is holy ground. Generally.
Gods come from the Dukes of Hazzard car?
All right, moving on. Luke Ariosa asks, do you feel the end was rushed? I'm of a mind that it was because of the last fight. I feel like this was rushed. I don't think that fight was rushed.
No, I don't think the fight was rushed.
The last, as in like the previous fight, like the episode 9 fight.
I think the last 2 episodes, I would argue, felt a little rushed.
8 and 9 felt really rushed.
I no, honestly, I'm just going to give it to 9. I'm going to say they just hated 9, and they let episode 8 be good. They let episode 10 be
passable.
Yeah, passable. Like I give it a B-, like, which is good considering RWBY, but like not good considering Volume 9. There's a lot of shit I don't need, but like I feel like they wanted that stuff in there really bad, so they did it, and they took all of their like budget cuts and just stuffed them in episode 9. Maybe the spotlight transition to get to the Neo house was also, but that was good. I liked that.
Yeah.
I liked the whole of episode 8.
Well, if it's true that between 7 and 8 was that break to work on the movie, then that probably
adds up. Yeah.
It's
also when they got cut down from 12 episodes to 10.
For a movie that nobody f***ing asked for.
2 movies that nobody asked for. And we already have leaks on that, the second movie. Do you guys care about the I don't know if you care about the spoilers.
I don't care.
Oh no, they're going to spoil the non-canon DC crossover.
The second movie is going to be what the second series of comics is about, where the girls go to Metropolis.
Oh, see, I'm way more interested in that.
Look, as long as Weiss isn't shacking up with Batman again, like, whatever.
No, that's why I want it.
We know that because one of the animators accidentally left like a demo reel of like a scene from that film online, and just someone screen capped it.
Embarrassing.
Hero of Tengoku asks, you think our ice cream waifu will return in some way? Maybe.
I'm okay with her being out of the picture for now.
I'm okay with never seeing her again. Like, it's fine.
Honestly, at this point, I would rather they just stayed in Ever After with Ascended Neo than go and do whatever RWBY does outside.
This is the best thing they could have done for Neo that wasn't just blatantly killing her off.
Dederex525 asks, so where exactly did the gods go if they were shown that they can't make a new realm and need the tree for that?
They went to space.
Yeah.
They went to space. Like a realm encompasses like all of space. It's an entire universe.
Yeah, that whole thing when they blew up the moon just to get away from the creation they made?
I mean, there's a reason they call it space and not vast quantities of stuff.
They went to the one place not corrupted by capitalism.
Space! I will now do all of the questions as Tim Curry. Sino Bites asks, any initial thoughts on how this would affect RWBY? Sino, no, not. Brain need to digest on that. That is so far in the future as well. Jeez. You're in the server. You can ask that to me personally when I'm in the chat.
They just want to put you on the spot.
Sketchies.
I don't know.
Make my life harder.
My version of fixing kind of like had an end, and I don't know. I liked this. Like, I don't know. Also, my favorite scene in RWBY in general, still burning the candle, that doesn't mean anything either. I kind of like the way that my personal fixing, which you guys haven't seen any of, ends, because I already, have that thought out.
And I have nothing, because I am not working on a fixing.
Yes, Tom's the only one of us who's sane.
I would rather work on my own stuff than spend time rewriting someone else's.
I don't know. I think it's fun to write someone else's.
Honestly, after years of doing fixing RWBY, I commiserate. I still love doing fixing RWBY, but I would really love to be able to focus on my own novels and not have creative burnout that I have to wrestle with from a different project.
I don't know. I might think about it, because the end of mine, it goes into that white void that Ozma appeared in the
Lost Fable,
and I guess there's no reason that can't happen in the Ever After. So I mean, I guess I could incorporate Ever After stuff into my fixing.
Aiden Blitz asks, if there is a time skip, any predictions or expectations of what happened during the time frame between Volume 8 and now?
Nora and Nora and Ren.
Nora and Ren had a kid. That's my prediction.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's RWBY, so I feel like any changes that would have happened or like either be minimal or so drastic that they're completely different people.
Yeah.
Maybe Oscar became interesting off screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see like 40-year-old Oscar where he's like, no, okay, I want to see Oscar after the realization, like we didn't get any confirmation that Lewis was an Ozpin host, but like I want to get like the like whole like Oscar versus Ozpin thing where Oscar is in the like trying to wrestle back control from Ozpin and find some way to like permanently weaken him before he dies off.
Spectra asks, how do you like the explanation for the gods?
Take it or leave it.
Hate it. Completely unnecessary, kind of worthless.
I will have to digest how I incorporate any of this into fixing RWBY, but there is just a lot of why? All right, I guess going on.
I take it or leave it. I'm not particularly invested in it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Final question. Avincio asks, would Neo have Alice Liddell powers from Return to Madness if she returns, since it relates to the Brother Gods and Alice in Wonderland themes? I have no reference point for the Alice game.
That she can quadruple jump with an umbrella? That's literally Neo. Like,
I know they exist, and that's all I can say for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what her other powers are. I just know that she can jump like super far, and that's Neo. So I don't know.
We'll ask one more question that I think is the most important question we need to ask. Do you think Oscar's aunt realizes he's gone yet?
He's sort of like Sora's mom.
She's like, Oscar, come down for dinner. Oh, that boy. He's just got plates piled up. And then there are like rats eating his dinner every night, so she just thinks that he's still there.
Little is there, just eating. Oh, man.
Oscar's aunt is going to be the main character.
That was RWBY Volume 9, and what a ride.
I came back because I thought it was going to be one of a dream volume, and what I got was
actually serviceable.
But actually good, actual quality writing.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, oh, it was actually half decent the whole way
I fully look forward to RWBY not having any more character development after this.
Oh, no, she doesn't need it. For another 9 years.
I can't wait to see how Volume 10 fucks it all up.
Yep. I mean, we said that about Volume 9.
100 characters.
There's a spark still alive.
Miles, Carrie, Eddie, and Kirsty, it has to keep going up. It has to go up. It can't keep going the.
No, f*** our shit right up, fam. So remember when we got, like, Volume 2 sucked, and then Volume 3 was a little better, and then Volume 4 was a little better, and then 5 was a crash. And then, 7 was shit, and then 8 was a little better, and then 9 was a little better, and now Volume 10 is going to be a crash. Like...
Well, it really is that pattern of, with each arc. Like, first volume is okay. The second volume in the arc is either meh or garbage. The third one, the grand finale of the arc, is usually the one where we're like, oh, that was actually pretty good. That seems to be the recurring theme.
And for the record, Fat Man is the only one here that holds the opinion that 7 was worse than 8.
Wait, then 8? No, I hold I get that it's rare that 7 was worse than 5, but 8? People don't think that 8 was better than 7?
No, people hate 8.
Why? Those people.
Because 8 was just 5 with a recolor.
What?
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, zero. Go home.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I know you're already home, Tom, but go double home.
You can support us all on Patreon. For $1 or more, you guys can keep arguing, it's fine. For $1 or more, you can get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server.
I actually was going to pull up something that proved my point, if I can figure out where in the script I wrote it.
What? Lies?
No.
Lies, Tom? Lies to prove your point that 8 was 5 with a recolor?
Hang on.
We have a lot of fun there. You can ask questions during our reaction series whenever we have them. You get to hang out with a bunch of people like the Sketchy Huntsmen that are in there. It's a great time. So go ahead, consider supporting any of our Patreons. All down the links below.
Team is split up into different parties. The main group spends an absurd amount of time sitting in a house while the rest of the characters converge on their location. There's a plot to kill RWBY. Hazel goes berserk. Headmaster's an evil dickhead. There's a fake out involving who the real maiden is. A vault is open. A relic is obtained. Cinder does something astronomically stupid in the quest to gain more maiden power. A major threat is eliminated through sheer plot convenience, and then at the end they begin the process of traveling to the next continent. Did I just explain Volume 5 or Volume 8?
Fatman, I think he's got you by the balls.
All right, okay, yeah, no, when you put it like that.
All right, and if you want to hear more wonderful writing like that, Tom himself wrote a book. It's available now wherever you buy books.
Yep, Kent. Yep.
And I myself wrote a book available on Amazon in digital and in physical. So if you guys want those, please check those out. They should also be in the links down below. And one final plug for Dashy's channel, where we're going to have the final volume stream where we basically all just sit there and vomit out our thoughts. So
the Skinamarink review will be out sometime.
Yep. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been an absolute blast. We've had a great time.
It's been nice to be back.
It's nice to have good RWBY, too.
So thank you all so much, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was such a great explanation of Volume 5 and Volume 8.
Oh man, I have never seen you get owned so quickly.
That was beautiful though.